Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to do the ZF solo farm pool. We're going to start up by getting all of our buffs up, namely Ice Armor, Intellect, and both of our shields, and we're just going to get a little bit of mana before we run forward. So we're going to start out by mounting up, and then we're going to run between these two groups so we don't pull them. If you're lower level, you will. Going to hug this mount so we don't pull that group. We're going to have to face tank these groups. We turn and face them so we don't get dazed or dismounted. We're going to run towards the first safe spot, but we're probably not going to end up stopping there because we haven't taken much damage to our shields. This is the first safe spot right here. So now we're just going to walk past this group. The next safe spot would be behind these two blocks right here. You hug the block and you'll drop aggro. Your third option for a safe spot, if you need to stop and take a break, would be behind this pot right here. Stand right there. But again, we're at 80% HP, no shield, but we're still good. Even when you're around level 45, it's usually normal that it'll be probably about 50% HP around here. You want to make sure you don't pull Theka if you're lower level. If you get dismounted, it'll usually be in this room or in this hallway. But if you do, you can just Nova, blink away, shield up, because the reset is right here. So if you do get dismounted, you're pretty close to the next reset. So we're just going to climb up on this statue here, and we're going to re-shield, and we're going to wait for our combat to drop. Just a couple more seconds. Now that our combat has dropped, making sure our shields are up. We're going to walk up here and aggro the boss, wait till he turns red, and then we're going to go through and we're going to spam interact on all of the graves in the room. When you activate the graves after aggroing the boss, the zombies that spawn from the graves will run toward the boss. Once they make it to the boss's altar, they'll start running back towards you, so we're going to reset by standing behind this pot here in this corner. I'm going to re-shield once aggro drops, and then I'm going to grab the second set of graves out of a total of 3 that we'll be grabbing. I like to grab my, zoom my camera out and go bird's eye view. And I like to spam interact on these graves to make sure I don't miss any. I blink there, and you can Nova if you'd like. The Nova isn't always necessary, but I do it just in case. We're going to jump up on this wall, and once aggro drops, we are going to re-shield again. Actually, we're not, because we actually didn't take any damage to our shields. So now that combat drops, we're going to finish opening these graves. And then we're going to reset one last time. Now that we've grabbed every grave, we're going to switch over to Mage Armor. I'm going to make sure I have a mana gem crafted of the highest rank. Once combat drops, I'm going to top off my mana. We're going to climb up on this wall. As you saw here, I jumped in this corner. If you're playing a gnome, you might have to mount up to jump up on this wall because they're a little shorter. I'm going to give myself a shield just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to wand the boss, and then I'm going to rank 1 Blizzard to pull these adds over here. Now I'm going to jump up this corner here and clip up this wall. And now I'm going to run along this wall. And I'm just going to rank 1 Blizzard this pack over here. And now we're going to jump on this wall. And now all of these adds are going to aggro as long as I'm standing on this wall. If I jump over here, these adds down here will stop moving, but the adds up here will continue chasing me. I let them run a little bit on this side before I jump back, and the goal is to get everything down here up with this group. It usually takes about 5 or 6 jumps, depending on how long you wait between jumps. Oh great, my alarm's going off. Alright, got that taken care of. Alright, so now I'm just going to start blizzarding the group. And I'm doing a rank 4 blizzard here. I'm actually going to cast multiple blizzards. I usually try to keep the middle of the AoE dot at the front. And once they get a little close, I'm going to jump back and I'm going to restart my AoE. Try to get as many ticks as I can in each cycle. And I'm just going to keep working down this pack. Pretty much repeating what I've done. I have mana for about one more blizzard, so after this, before the next jump across, I'm going to eat my mana gem and a mana pot. Like so. Sometimes you can finish this without an evocation. If you're a little lower level, you're always going to have to evocate. Do it after you've eaten your mana gem. Mana pots might not be necessary, but at least a mana gem. So they're going to start dying now, as you can see. So I'm just going to finish this pack off. Alright, so that was done in about 6.5 minutes. So now I'm just going to loot this pile, so you can get a rough idea of how much raw gold you get. And of course the grays and the greens do add up. Alright, and from there you can log on to another tune in your party and you can reset. Or what I just usually do is I'll die over here and I will corpse walk back and I'll reset before I zone back in. Alright, thanks for watching.